What's going on YouTube? JT Jaborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Teen Titans Academy, issue number 15, the final issue of this entire series. And wow. A series that had potential from beginning to end, but this just sucked. Like, this book sucks. Like, this book is not good at all. In fact, I'm surprised to say this. I hate to admit this out loud, but we actually have a Teen Titans book that is worse than the run where Damian Wayne ran a secret underground prison for villains where he tortured them. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Like, I mean, I've complained about that previous run quite a bit, but this is worse. Like, I mean, I was more angry with what they did with some of the characters in the other book, but this is just a worse book overall. It's overstuffed, it's overcrowded. We spent too much time with the whole Red X thing, and we never even wrap up that storyline. There's still like 2 Red X's out there, which the characters know who they are, but they're never going to tell the audience, so we just completely wasted 15 issues and you know, several crossovers over the whole Red X thing, and we just never got an answer to it. There's too many characters. We have all the new characters, we have the old Titans, and we have cringy dialogue that feels like it's written by an obnoxious activist on Twitter, which I guess it kind of is, now that I think about it, because it's Tim Sheridan writing it. It's just garbage. Like, this is crap. Like, this is just flat out just, it's trash. It's trash. That's Teen Titans Academy in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and talk about this thing. So it picks up right after the events of the other issue. Like, they were on Apocalypse, because, you know, Dave Sod and all that was running experiments on Shazam, Billy Batson, or whatever. And like, we had some of the other like Teen Titans Academy students who somehow ended up there, and they got to rescue him. And then for whatever reason, we're wasting time with Chupacabra and this other dude who's drawing him and all sorts of stuff. We get some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen. We have Cybeast there because, you know, for whatever reason, somebody thought it would be a great idea to merge Beast Boy and Cyborg together. 2 characters who are iconic on their own rights. And it's not like this is like a long-term storyline, like a single issue or something like that. Just sort of like, oh, look it, we're morphed together. But no, it's just like going to be an ongoing thing. Terrible idea. I don't know why it's even done at all. So the students are there, and Nightwing's complaining, like, you can't take your eyes off these kids for a second. Where were we ever like that? No, we were far worse. And then the worst exchange of dialogue I think I've read in a long time. You know, we never really talked about, there is no need, except to say that I will always treasure our time together as friends, colleagues, Dick Corey, so the ship name, which is just so cringe. All of it, every second. We were so young, yes, though I am, of course, still fantastically young. This is... Tim Sheridan sucks. I'm sorry, but like, there's no other way to put it. Tim Sheridan sucks as a comic book writer. No offense to the guy personally, or like if he's worked on some animation or that, but like as a comic book writer and after reading this entire run, is not very good at it. Can't write the medium. Just can't. Like, it's just not very good. Maybe there's potential down the line, but nobody should give this guy a book anymore, because after 15 issues and various crossovers, you can't write like comics. Like, this is just not good at all. Like, I mean, I'm not a fan of Nightwing and Starfire, but if I were, I would, like, even as somebody who's not a fan, like, this just feels like a big slap in the face and just feels just truly awful. I mean, if you're a fan of these two, I'd feel embarrassed with how they've been written. Like, it feels like a slap in the face. Just terrible dialogue, cringiness, which has just been sprinkled throughout this entire run. Like, there's a lot of that how do you do fellow kids dialogue, as I've pointed out before. So yeah. They also try to find a solution for the whole Cybeast thing, and it's not good. So anyways, they escape Apocalypse, and they tease the whole, like, Mary Marvel Shazam book that's going to be coming out at some point. Chupacabra has wings now, so I guess that's cool for whatever reason. He's kind of like Man-Bat, he's got wings, or whatever it is from X-Men. I don't know. I don't care. I feel like we just wasted time with all this stuff. Like, why don't you wrap up the other storylines you set up? No? We're just going to kind of ignore that a bit? Okay, whatever, who cares? Now they're back there, and then in one of the dumbest, like, things I've ever seen. So their solution to the whole Cyborg and Beast Boy fusion thing, there is no solution. In fact, Raven's thing, it's just like, it's just an illusion of them being separate, but they're really still, like, fused together. That doesn't solve the problem. It just appears to everybody else that they're separate, but they're still like one consciousness kind of fused together. It's not like you were able to physically separate them. So why even do it? Like, why not just have them just solve the problem here? Why have this whole illusion thing? So, like, if I'm trying to have a private conversation with Beast Boy, like, I guess Cyborg's gonna be there the whole time. What if Raven's, like, you know, touching Beast Boy on the cheek here like this, is she really just touching Cyborg too? How does this whole thing work? This is This is not good at all. And plus, it's wasting Raven's powers and energy just so he can have like this cringy ass ship that's just been crap from the beginning. It's still crap now. It's dumb. Why not just have them solve the problem? Why not just physically have them fully separated and never acknowledge this again? Because now when another writer is going to have to take it over, they're going to have to be like, oh, wait, no, he's fused together with Beast Boy. No, he's fused together with Cyborg. And I'm like, this is dumb. Like, this is stupid. This doesn't solve a thing. And Raven's illusion, is she going to keep it up when she sleeps? Like, when she's making out, is it going to be like Beast Boy's going to be like with her and that like this? Is Cyborg just going to be kind of like co-piloting the whole thing? Is he going to be really in the whole thing? Like, it's an illusion. It's not real. How does it even work? It's not like something where they have like an enchantment that kind of like changes their appearance. These are like two separate people, like two separate like locations. It doesn't make sense. It's dumb. It's disrespectful to both characters. And it's just garbage. Like, it's garbage. That's what it is. And then the end of the issue, one of them comes back to Teen Titans Academy because they built a new building. Why any parent will want to send their kids to this place? It's like sending your kids to Hogwarts. Like, your kids are more than likely going to die. At least some of them are, because it's an unsafe school. Like, it's constantly attacked. It's an insurance nightmare. Why anybody would want to send their kids to this school is beyond me, especially after everything that's happened. But then they talk about Teen Titans Academy is great and all that other stuff. We got our new class and all that. We're standing separately on the stage. However the hell this works, I have no clue. Like, look at, they're two separate people. Like, how is Roy standing in between them? Like, how does that even work? I don't know. So it's like, welcome new students. And yeah, Teen Titans Academy, yay, all that stuff. And then there's a checklist for Dark Crisis. And that's it. That's where this whole entire run ends. We don't get a complete resolution of the whole Red X storyline. We knew who one of them was, but we don't know who the other two Red X's are. So you just wasted my time for 15 issues. You crammed too many storylines going on here. There's so many characters to where I can't really feel any of the moments because there's just too much going on in this entire book. Wow. Like, I didn't expect to hate this book as much as I did, like, because I was excited. Like, the concept seemed interesting. Like, oh, we're bringing in Red X and all that stuff. I wasn't familiar with Tim Sheridan's work. To my knowledge, I don't think he's really written very any comic books. It's more like an animation, like, screenwriter, which in animation, it's a completely different medium. You have, like, more real estate space. Like, you can do things that you can do in that format that you can't do in this thing, which is what just has me scratching my head. Like, why would you get somebody who really doesn't have much experience writing like DC Comics and just give them an entire ongoing? Why not just kind of test the waters a little bit before you give them a whole thing, especially something as bad as this? I don't care about the new cast of characters at all. I found most of them pretty obnoxious and annoying. Bring back bullying, like, bully these characters. Like, that's just where I'm at. Like, they were all annoying. They all, like I said, every bit of dialogue felt like some cringy social media activists, like, talking down to everybody else, and just the way they spoke. It wasn't good. It was a disservice to the other characters. Cyborg and Beast Boy fused together. Not, like, wasting so much time with the Red X thing and never fully resolving that storyline altogether. Is somebody else going to leave it open? Is anybody even going to care about, like, who the other two Red X's are? Disrespecting past relationships. Look at Nightwing and Starfire. Like, even if, yeah, Nightwing is with Barbara Gordon currently in the Nightwing book, and, like, that's pretty much going to be set in stone. But you don't have to disrespect this other relationship the way they did in this thing. Continuity doesn't make much sense. Well, I mean, that's DC in general, so I can't fully blame this book for that, because I'm like, okay, like, are we going off the previous run and all that stuff? Did that not happen? Did things change? I don't understand the timeline of DC Comics anymore. But the fact that we just had this book, which had a great concept of having the older heroes mentor the younger heroes, it just lacked a strong foundation. We really should have started from scratch. Have, you know, the original Teen Titans, and then train the previous team, which was Damian's team, and then you can go from there. But we didn't do that, did we? We threw in 100 new characters. Like, who are you focusing on in this thing? Is it the previous team? Is it this team and all that? It's just not very good. It's just, like I said, it was disrespectful to a lot of the characters. The legacy continues. Why any parent would want to send their kids to Teen Titans Academy is beyond me. I mean, for all you know, your kid could, like, you know, be like staying in a room, and like the person next to them could be a serial killer. You just don't know. There's too many students. There's too much going on. And then they're bringing in characters from other multiverse places and all that. I don't know, like, what they're doing. I really don't know. Like, this is bad. This is just not very good. It actually turned out worse than the previous run, which was the Glass Thompson one, which I wasn't a fan of, as most of you know who have watched my channel. This was a disaster. It really was a full-fledged disaster from beginning to end. I was hoping things would get better. I gave it a chance. I read these 15 issues, and then there's several other crossover issues thrown into this mix. It just flat out, it sucked. It's not good, and I don't think we should ever like bring this up again or like have somebody else continue it. I do want to see a Teen Titans book that's good. I really do, because it just hasn't been a good series for so many years. The last I enjoyed it was really like the first Rebirth run up to like issue 20, and even then it wasn't perfect. It had its faults for sure, but at least it was kind of fun. New 52, nobody liked that run. It's just, Teen Titans deserve so much better. The Titans deserve so much better than all this stuff. Like, why can't they get better? Like, why? Like, why is it bad? Like, can you not get like one writer who knows what they're doing? Somebody who can craft an interesting story, focus on a smaller batch of characters. It just became too much, and it's really unfortunate because I love the Teen Titans, I love the Titans, and this just isn't good. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the issue. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of this run as a whole in the comment section down below. If you liked it, did you dislike it? Do you think it's a steaming pile of garbage? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But I am glad to say that I am done talking about this series, and I don't have to bring it up anymore. Or like, I don't have to talk about it anymore. I'm done. So there's that. So, yep. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. And my car is going off right now, so thanks for watching. More comic book reviews coming up. So take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.